I will say this video does come off a little bit. Actually, it comes off a bit. Actually, a lot of the time.
Be barefoot, be pregnant, be married.
I want to be like harmful opinions. Who are you, like, describing that? Nicandros, I guess? Really great stuff. What evidence is there of this? Oh, well, the women were ugly in games, so therefore it's proven. Thank you, man. Great. Thank you, Templar. Those were all those claims had wildly different levels of truth to them, but sure. Okay. Okay, so we've got a new internet adjacent video on Tactical Templar. Let's have a look. And Templar's responded to this, and they had a debate as well. So we're gonna watch through some of this. We'll see how far we get. Maybe some of it sucks.
Hello everyone. So as some of you may remember, we just recently covered Tactical Templar a few days ago. We covered his defense of abhorrent people, his grifting off of Asmongold's dad dying, and his unashamed gooning. Well, it didn't take long for Templar to actually respond to my video. And oh god, is it easily one of the worst responses to any drama I have ever seen. Ironically enough, this guy calls me a liar despite lying throughout his entire response video. So since it's just like too good to pass up on, I figured I absolutely had to make a part 2. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe so that I can feed my starving family. So like I said, Templar responded to my video, well, technically half of my video as he only watches the first 5 minutes, and despite that, his reaction is still 3 times longer than my original video. So for this video, we're going to go through his full reaction, expand where needed, and just completely show this guy as the full of shit liar that he claims everyone else is. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
Action to this video from a content creator by the name of Internet Adjacent, which is an out-and-out lie from the first. This guy is not internet adjacent, this guy is full internet.
Wow, zing.
It's gonna be a long fucking video.
Fucking got this guy.
So how many of you have seen...
Let me just
this
stop
guy
right
out
here.
there. God damn.
I appreciate that this may be one of the first people that has criticized my content that hasn't had a lisp or some kind of like soggy British accent.
Dude, you sound like you have to use a fucking dump truck to move from your couch to your refrigerator. Please, for the love of God, stop trying to make fun of people for how they sound. I mean, we all know the type, the quartering types.
And there it is. The quartering types. How fucking dare you?
You know, what's really funny to me is not only is my comparison of this guy to the quartering perfect, but also I knew he'd get mad if I made that comparison, which is exactly why I did it. And he tries to say that the comparison is like bullshit because he doesn't promote shitty content. You know what? I think he's right. This comparison was a bit too mean. The quartering is free Larson back in the time when that's what all those other shitty channels did too. This is what Jeremy did during that time as well.
I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. A bunch of people became aware of my content and got offended.
Okay, believe it or not, but the reason I made my video wasn't because I got offended by this guy's content. I mean, how could I? He's an internet rando who's lucky to get 40 viewers on stream. I made the video because, like everyone else, we saw that Tectone shouts you out. And then when we look into you and your takes, and, you know, you denying marital rapes and arguing with all of Kiwi Farms, you know, like, dude, you're free content for everyone but yourself.
And by the way, I would take a stagnant fucking image over a game like Fall Guys. What a boring and uncreative endeavor this is.
Whoa, what the fuck? Why did Fall Guys just catch a stray like that? You know, I like the game, but don't worry, Templar. I'll use Fortnite for this video. I think they peaked at 2.6 million players the other day, so I hope this is better.
Good choice.
You're going to criticize me while playing a game that hasn't been relevant.
Maybe maybe choose something a little bit more refined next time. Can I recommend Uma Musume? Okay.
40 years.
Yeah, kind of like your entire channel. Turns out, despite coming across as this Sigma alpha male, everyone else is always wrong.
What? Sigma alpha male? You mean like traditional values?
No, I mean the type of guys who call out other people as betas when in reality they spend all their time jerking off to lolicon VTubers. Which, you know, you fit to a T.
All of this is about how
the last game is good. I was a doubter. I wrote off when it came out. I saw you were playing it. I was like, oh my god, this is like some retarded gimmick shit, like all these fucking. I saw like women talking about it, and it's like, oh my god, you just know some shit like that's gonna suck if women are like ironically enjoying it. It just makes you want to fucking go, crazy. Do you know what I mean? But no, it's good. It's good. I admit, it's good.
This person feels. This person is in his feelings. He's very offended.
I mean, not really. If you go and watch the live stream I did with Dickers and Nick Andros, we kind of just laughed at you the whole time.
I saw Ehor's being like,
oh,
this shit when it first came out, and it immediately made me just like spiral into an uncontrollable seething rage. Just like slamming my desk and screaming. Slamming my desk and screaming on my own. In a silent room, silent dark room. Because I saw some woman mention it might be something pretty dark to me. It made me not want to play it. It made me not want to play it. Because I was like, this isn't gonna be good. This isn't gonna be good. This is gonna be cheap, gay bullshit. But it wasn't.
This is, but I checked the Kiwi farm start on this guy, and they actually made a really funny edit that I'll just send to you, Dickers, if you want to pull it up. There's a... that's a pretty fucking good one. Trust me, man. I really am not offended by anything you say about me or anything you say in general.
That we're about to see from this guy, Nicodemus, or whatever the fuck his name is, some degenerate, perverted spurg.
So he says all this about Nick Andros and calls him a degenerate, like, perverted spurg. He called Emrau a pedophile, and spoiler, but he says some crazy shit about me later. But he says all this and then just never backs anything up, never does it. It's just buzzwords. He's just trying to discredit people instead of countering their arguments. The guy turned out to be an absolute lolcow with some of the absolute worst takes I have ever seen online. So for the purpose of this...
I can define what a woman is. I can tell you how many genders there are.
Yeah, that's right, guys. That was the main point of my video. Templar's views on marital rape or cunny VTubers? Who cares? But he knows what a woman is, and that's what's important. Because that's what we're all here to talk about. Like, Jesus, man, how do you record and upload a video like this? A tweet by Nick Andros highlights such hood classics as...
Nick Andros, that's his name. Anyone who retweets, reposts, or takes this guy credible or seriously, you are immediately disqualified from having an opinion on anything at any given time.
Instead of trying to actually explain why Nick Andros is a liar, he just kind of says he is and then moves on. You can't just call people liars and then think that's it. When I call you a liar, I explain why you're a liar. You don't do that. Is he a liar because he hurt your feelings? Also, it's
these are all obvious takes.
People to check out his timeline.
It's all obvious, no disagreement. Yes, obviously, Tactikal is retarded.
When Nick Andros' timeline is primarily making fun of you and your corny buddies. Yeah, probably don't want to direct your audience to there.
You mean to tell me that Dr. Disrespect sued Twitch and won, and what? He was sending minors, trying to meet up with them, sending illicit...
Whoops.
Photos?
Okay, so multiple lies here. He didn't sue Twitch because they called him a pedo. Twitch actually never called him a pedo. It was revealed in the Rolling Stone first. He sued Twitch for unfairly banning him, which he didn't win. And the reason why he was able to sue them is because they had a contract. He wasn't just another person on the platform. And no, Dr. Disrespect didn't win. They settled out of court. And if your defense is that California would love to prosecute people for inappropriately talking to minors, there's no way they'd let this guy get away with it. No, we have examples of this not happening with other creators. Some not in California, but some of them are. If you're gonna go oh, well, he was never criminally charged, so therefore, what about it? That's not really a good argument in this scenario. And once again, Dr. Disrespect admitted to it. This is not a good defense.
The Nuxtaku? What? I mean,
Yeah, how does he get around the idea that he admitted to it? How do you get around that? I truly don't understand, what your fucking defense is there. Okay, so he admitted to it, but they didn't prosecute. Okay, well, it seems like it happened then either way. So what... maybe you could say it's probably not that severe because it didn't get prosecuted. But I don't think anyone really claimed it was like a severe case, right? People, it seemed to be broadly agreed it was a few messages and they didn't meet up, but it may have been implied or suggested they would meet up. But no one was suggesting this was like nudes exchanged or there were like super in-depth explicit conversations had. So it's unlikely it would be prosecuted, and that was like kind of accepted as part of the premise of the story.
The amount of lies, oh, Nux is a CIS.
But it was a 13-year-old boy. Because if they don't say the age, they're 13. If they don't say the gender, it's a boy.
A bunch of emails from people over and over. They were sending me these crazy conspiracy theories about Nuxtaku and who he is and what he really wants to do. And he's a lolicon. He's a pedophile.
These are true, though. We have video examples of this. In fact, your complaint with this later on is the proof you were sent is heavily censored and you didn't even know what you were looking at. There's a lot of evidence that Nux posted lolly, but you just ignore it because you're politically mind-raped. If it wasn't obvious, he LARPs as a Christian to try and play team sports.
No, there's no LARPing as a Christian. I preach the gospel. There's no LARPing. That's one of the favorite words of these fucking degenerate, low IQ, homunculus losers.
Wow, I really got you mad with that one. But, yeah, you know, you LARP as a Christian because you don't abide by Christian values. That's why you're a LARPer. You come off as this hardcore Christian, but, like, if you don't even abide by the values, then, I mean, you're just not.
You're a regurgitator. Somebody feeds some dog shit into your mouth, and then you, like a human centipede, just shit it right back out.
Dog shit that you actually, like, refuse to refute. Like, you're so mad, but you can't actually debunk anything of what I say. It's pathetic. Oh, and if we want to talk about dodging my point, Dr. Disrespect, who admitted to doing one of the craziest and most morally reprehensible things you could do in general.
Be a furry?
Yeah, it might just be like a little bit of a bad idea.
One of the most reprehensible things. No, that would be Destiny or Vosh. Like, depending on how you look at it, I actually think Destiny's is worse. He had CSAM material by his own admission, right?
That's right, guys. Dr. Disrespect isn't a furry. And yeah, he may have admitted to messaging a minor, but like Destiny is worse though. So clearly we should just focus on that one. Dude, it's like saying EDP may have tried to meet a kid, but he didn't have an island of them like Epstein. Like, this is such a retarded argument.
And the fact that I'm not scared of it at all, and the fact that I'm still outpacing all of you freaks.
Dude, you stream to 30 people if you're lucky. You are not, you're not outpacing anything. You're not running laps around anyone. I'd be surprised if you run at all. You're actually wondering what this VTuber's content looks like. I'm not comfortable enough having that on my channel, and I feel like that should tell you everything about them.
No, because I don't trust you. Nobody trusts you.
All right. You know what, Templar? If you and your audience don't trust me, then why don't I show off the content of the cunny VTuber you defended?
Whoa, sex, cunny, sex, whoa, pump, plap, sex, cunny. Sorry if you clip this, I'm going to fucking...
Okay, for a second, I'm back.
Dark Souls you.
Yeah, Templar, you really got me. You trust me, man. You didn't want me to show their content,
really heinous.
But honestly, I'm kind of glad you told me to, because it makes you look more like a retard.
No, I want you to preface this, you fucking mongoloid freak. He's a gooner, but I'm a gooner too, but when I do it, it's okay. Please, tell me that you're gonna make a qualifying statement.
Yeah, the qualifier is I don't care if people do shit in private. You do shit publicly, and you encourage people to do that. That's what makes you a gooner and me not.
My content and what it is that I do. And now you found yourself in the deep end without...
Kuihman, this guy sucks. Can you wrangle him? What, you mean internet adjacent? I don't wrangle anyone. All I can do is sit here and give my takes on the video. And I will say, this video does come off a little bit, actually. It comes off a bit, actually, a lot of the time. And it's all lowbrow jokes. You can, actually... If you're doing highbrow jokes, you can't actually and do lowbrow jokes. If you're gonna do lowbrow jokes, you have to come off a bit more disaffected. And yeah.
Without a buoy. Because the reality is that on the
This is
internet,
Morale's best friend, by the way.
on your own.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Does it not? I thought this guy's like, you can tell this guy's in the same sort of like vein as Morale. I feel like this guy, Morale, who's the other guy, who's the skeleton guy. I feel like that all makes sense, you know?
Dog, the video's been seen by a lot of people already, but the only negative reaction I get is from you and your audience. And honestly, I mean, I don't really know what I can do against you because you're just like actually dumb. But your audience seems to be like a cult. They don't actually care about anything. Like, your audience is like Hassan's audience, where you just say shit is out of context, or you say it's a lie, and then you move on. Like, trust me, man, I don't need a life preserver. I can swim. Your fat ass might sink to the bottom of the pool, but not everyone does. Also, hey, do you guys want to hear what a fake
we're again,
like?
just like, we're the same, it's like the same fat jokes every fucking minute, bro. Can we just chill on like the lame fat jokes for like a few minutes, please? I'm begging.
Oh, big anime titties and thick thighs save lives.
Yeah, exactly. See, the pregnant man emoji is just simple, effective. There's no like wordiness to that. It's just so simple and effective. A picture says 1,000 words, as they say. Picture speaks 1,000 words. One of those pregnant man emojis is worth literally hundreds of these. You'd sink to the bottom of the pool.
Yes.
Dude, that was just so fucking painfully fake. He tries to say that he made this video because people were trying to desexualize women, which, no, I don't think anyone ever did. But even then, it's still a fucking just awful video to have made, man. It's just so cringe.
I think that looking at these videos in the time in which they were uploaded is important because these people are making it seem like I just uploaded this video. No, a lot of the videos from the past that I did were videos that were in direct rebellion or opposition to the current
bro, I'm
cultural
losing it, bro.
standard.
I can't, man. Holy fuck, dude. I can't. Hypothetically speaking, would you crank my hog? Name is Hammer, by the way. You're so boring. Stay away from me. Fuck my piece of bacon, pig alive.
And norm.
So he says the video was from 5 years ago. All right. Why did you upload a video titled "The Day Square Enix Betrayed the Internet," in which you got mad that they censored a character's boobs because of her age, and then tried to justify it by using the lolicon defense?
This is around this one. Because there was an 8 GB patch day one.
I've seen every Fade Pig post.
So,
okay, I've seen all the Wigger Pig posts.
A lot of people have been saying, well, what's the big deal with this scene? What's the big deal with the black t-shirt? I'll explain it to you. The black t-shirt is a representation. It's not covering up Tifa's tits. Apparently she's 15 in here. Dude, it's fantasy. Who the fuck cares?
Why did you upload another video titled "My Top 5 Favorite VTubers"?
Actually, kill. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I like this. I like this VTuber.
Why did you upload a video 3 months ago titled "Women Should Be Married, Barefoot, and Pregnant"?
So, my message to all the women out there is be barefoot, be pregnant, be married. Not necessarily in that order. You maybe want to get married first, and then be barefoot in the kitchen, and then be pregnant.
If you want me to use more recent examples, I can, but the point still remains that you're a consistent gooner. Can we also see what those 24 videos you deleted were? If they are anything as hilarious as Nintendo just cucked Mario, then we need to see them.
I am beside myself. I don't think I've ever been this angry. A friend of ours, somebody that you and I both know and have known for a long time, was just publicly humiliated in one of the biggest ways possible and cucked on a global scale. That's right, cucked.
But yeah, like I said, he's a gooner, which if he does all this Bible thumping like he pretends to do...
Nothing psychosexual about any of this. Nothing. I think this is entirely observations he's making about the outside world. No way his internal thoughts leaking out.
Is all cringe and shit, then why are you doing that, man?
I looked for a person, and this person was nice. And my chat liked them. They're like, wow, this person's nice. This person was really nice. They were respectful.
Yeah, so why were you groaning when watching her? And why did your chat have to tell you not to hurt her, man? That's wildly different than what you're saying. It's fucking weird.
If you're ever in the position where you type out that the American age of consent is weird, then it might be time for you to unplug your router and go outside. And for some reason, Templar actually super liked this comment. Why the fuck would you ever do this? Why would you ever like a comment like this? This is such a massive red...
I don't know. It's probably going through just liking all the comments there. I don't know.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Templar lied again. I know. Big reveal. If you actually go and read the comment section, you'll find not only is the comment one of the most recent ones, but it is also the only one to receive a heart in a while. Here is a video of my scrolling in his comment section to prove that. So no, Templar, you specifically liked a comment about the age of consent being weird and have now verifiably lied about it. And if you think that's pathetic, he reiterates the point and then for some reason diverts to Charlie and trans people again.
Failure with intent. Yeah, I don't know. I remember that interview that Moist Critical did, or interview.
Oh yeah, this is crazy.
With Sneeko.
Literally just trails off mid-sentence. It's just us talking about fucking Sneeko, Moist Critical. No relevance to what he was saying before.
Was arguing against the age of consent, and Moist Critical lost because he affirmed trans and kids. That was pretty funny.
Genius level play here, Templar.
No, that's not what I said at all. Any husband would not hurt his wife. Like, these people understand. These people are atheists, so they're degenerates.
So when I went over his stance on marital rape, I figured he was saying that nothing a man or woman could do in marriage would be rape. His stance is just that rape in a marriage is theoretically impossible. That's right, guys. According to Templar, there is no instance in a Christian marriage where rape has occurred. It's physically impossible for that to happen.
It also says in the Bible that it's wrong for a wife to deny her husband sex. These people would probably consider that rape.
Well, personally, I kind of think putting someone in a position where they cannot deny you sex, even if you don't want it, is like a little rapey, just a tad bit. But I don't know, go off, I guess.
You don't have to go up and ask to pinch your wife's butt if she's in the kitchen, do you?
Well, there's a difference between a butt pinch and bending her over the counter right then and there and taking her to Freaky Fields. Like, this is what I was saying when I said this guy does actively more harm to Christianity than anyone who criticizes him.
Wow, yep.
Honestly, I'm starting to think
I'm losing steam with this video. My mind is just, it's not taking any more of this in. It's not enjoying it
specifically to make Christianity look bad.
Yeah, you can rape your wife. Thank you, Internet Adjacent. It's very true. Actually, consent matters. Consent's important. Consent is key.
Posting uncensored lolicon and videos thing, the grifting off of Asmon's dead dad. Why wouldn't you want to talk about any of that? Those are all, like, pretty important. Well, it's because you can't. There's not really, like, an excuse for any of that.
They don't care about this. They don't believe in this. Most of them are foul, unctuous, odious creatures. They're not religious. They're not Christian. They don't believe in the Christian faith.
Hey, so, like, I'm not an atheist. I am a Christian. I don't know why it matters, but it's more word salad to convince his, like, retarded audience to just throw away what I say without actually listening. It's pathetic. Instead of actually countering my arguments, he goes for personal insults. Which, listen, personal insults are great. I think this guy's a fucking fat fuck. I think he's autistic Homer Simpson. But at the same time, I can back up my personal insults with actual evidence to make you look like a shithead.
And we see that from people like Bosch and people like Destiny.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Oh, he was blaming British Runner for his video getting taken down or something.
Actively coordinating this campaign to make women less and less and less.
Is this that? This must be the response, right? Yeah, this is his response to that video. Okay. So this is his new response to that last video, to the second video. So we're multiple layers deep now, okay?
Brothers, there are certain people that are incapable of learning, they're incapable of reflecting, introspection, analyzing a situation, and recognizing that they have stepped in too far. Well, this guy, Internet Adjacent, is one of those people. He didn't get the message the first time, so he did a response to my response. And it is as ignorant, as petty, as backwards as you would imagine. This guy actually accuses my audience of being like Hassan's audience. Now, this guy is a serial liar. Nearly everything out of his mouth is a lie, a distortion, a distraction. He calls my audience like Hassan. My audience doesn't go to other people's chats and spam in their live stream all sorts of derogatory, ignorant, disruptive, just garbage. No, that's what your audience does. That's what you people do. And then you have the audacity to accuse me of the same thing. I have never once done a live stream where I've said, go to this person's chat and interrupt their stream. No.
Okay, who is doing that to you? Even I haven't done that. Even I haven't done that. So who's doing that to you, Templar?
Because you're a projection artist. You accuse people of what you yourself are doing. And the reality is that none of the things that you accuse people of have any merit. It's all this completely erroneous, fictitious bullshit because you are...
Okay, but when is it, I don't think anyone's accusing Templar of sending people anywhere.
Pathetic. And I mean that genuinely. I'm not being insulting here. I'm talking in an observatory fashion. You people are fucking pathetic. There is no concrete,
I mean,
substantive...
like, observatory in the sense that, like, you're having, like, a delusion and you're describing it. It's not observatory in the sense that, like, oh, you're describing, like, what's going on around you. That's not the case. So there must be something else going on here.
Evidence behind any of what you say. It's all, I made it the fuck up for content. And this guy even admits it in the video that, well, I'm just doing this to react to content. And he thinks that because he's in an echo chamber of like-minded losers. By the way, I have more subscribers than this guy.
Wow.
And he says that I'm a rando. Sure, I'm a rando in comparison to like Asmongold or Tectone or Naxaku. Nobody knows who I am compared to those guys.
Big shot to Kia Templar over here. Big shot to Kia Templar.
Compared to you, your name is Internet Adjacent. Could you pick a more bland and generic name? Internet Adjacent. Wanting to be like, oh, I want to be like harmful opinions or anything like that. The fact is...
But where did the harmful opinions mention come from there? I don't understand. Where does that come from? I want to be like harmful opinions. Who are you, like, describing that? Nicandros, I guess?
I have a good relationship with my audience because they trust me because I speak honestly about these issues, even if you don't agree. And the fact is, if you did agree, I would have to reevaluate. What the fuck did I get wrong? If you sad sacks of garbage agreed with me, I'd have to examine why. What am I doing wrong? Where did I err? Because if people like you, with your profound lack of ethics, your lack of intelligence, your lack of character, your lack of charisma, if you guys started to agree with me, I would have to re-examine. My content, I don't have to make excuses for. I like the people that I like. Wow. I make the content that I make.
Brave.
A couple years ago, there was a coordinated push, a huge push, that anyone that's being honest will say, yeah, that happened. There was a massive tidal wave of woke far-left identity politics bullshit in every facet of media. And at that time, I would make content that was...
What do you mean by coordinated? Coordinated in the sense that people decided to do it? Yes. Coordinated in the sense there was a conspiracy to do it? No. It was believed, I think a lot of companies still do believe this to be the case and still do act this way, that appealing to those woke markets was more profitable. That's what happened. I think it still kind of is. Like, there aren't a whole bunch of like high budget anti-woke games coming out, you know? The only game that I saw that tried to even do that sort of shtick was Splitgate 2. and that totally flopped. The developer embarrassed himself. So yeah, skeptical on that one.
Counter to that in any way that I thought was possible. No matter what I thought I had to do, I would do it. Because that was how dire the shit was. There was a phenomenon that I refer to as the grotesquification of women, which was modern Western women being offended at attractive women in gaming and actively coordinating this campaign to make women less and less and less and less and less attractive, including adding pronouns into the game, making characters non-binary.
So it's an active coordination of a campaign to make women ugly. Awesome stuff, man, really. Really great stuff. What evidence is there of this? Oh, well, the women were ugly in games, so therefore it's proven. Thank you, man. Great. Thank you, Templar.
These different things that are poisonous and intrusive and disgusting. When I made that video about anime titties and thighs save lives, that was an open act of rebellion during a time where that shit was pretty much persona non grata. You were not allowed to do that. In fact, if I remember correctly, YouTube basically took down my thumbnail. I think it may have been for the first time. I had to reorient those thumbnails because I wanted to make my point. I had to go through several different iterations. My point is that the content that I made back then is the content that I made back then for the reason that I made it back then. But we're in a different time period. We are in a different landscape. Wokeness has been routed. It has been pushed back. These
so
fucking
true.
freaks are being fired from their jobs. These localizers are being replaced. This is all good. And now we can focus on other things, more important things. Unless you're internet adjacent and is gaggle of fucking retards. Then they go with the lowest common denominator, which is trying to attack people rather than ideas and corporations. Most of my content, believe it or not, is not directed at small content creators. It's not directed at people like Kuihman or internet adjacent because these guys are small.
But who cares? What's the problem with that? Well, yeah, sure. It's a smarter idea for your channel to go after bigger content creators. But there's no problem with people going after you just because you're small as well, right? Like, this is a gay small YouTuber. I'm small. Why are you even bothering? Why are you even bothering? Shut up, man. Because you're an idiot. Because you're an overconfident idiot. And you sound really fat. That's why.
I don't direct my audience to go and attack people. I don't set my audience to go dox people the way that these people do. These people tried to dox me. Thank God they're fucking terrible at it, but it doesn't change the attempt. They also tried with Nux Talk.
Isn't it amazing how every fucking retard turns into the exact same person? They tried to dox me. Who tries to dox you? Kiwi Farms. Oh, right. Okay. But that's everyone. It's now everyone. It's everyone. Otterly Noah and Kiwi Farms is now also everyone else at the same time. It's just like so fucking stupid.
Aku. Now, what is the crime? Well, I mean, according to this, there's a clip from Shondo, who, by the way, I did a video that was critical of Shondo earlier this week, where apparently Shondo said this.
If you and your audience don't trust me, then why don't I show off the content of the cunny VTuber you defended?
Whoa, sex, cunny, sex, whoa,
Hate.
plap, sex, cunny. Sorry if you clip this, I'm going to fucking Dark Souls you.
Yeah, it's weird. That's weird. But, I mean, this VTuber is an adult. Like,
dude, what is that response? Yeah, no shit. No one's issue with this is that they think the VTuber is a child. The issue is that they're portraying a child doing, like, obscenely sexual shit on, like, a mainstream platform that lots of people of mixed ages use. That's the problem. Is this guy retarded?
she's an adult. Do you know how I know she's an adult? Because she said that she's an adult. So what is the implication here? Well, what is your grand plan here? Oh no, she's a pedophile because her character.
Okay, Nicandros, I understand the point. Making clear lolicon dog whistles like Pomp. I understand the point. It's just like you just don't even need that, do you? Really? You don't even need to point that. It's not exactly. This isn't really dog whistling, is it? It's all pretty on the face. It's all pretty on the surface. Let's be totally real here. I don't think we need the decoding, really.
Character is chibi form. Now, this isn't the normal form. He chose this. He cherry-picked this, which is fine. The clip is weird. There's no doubt about that it's fucking weird. But this fucking creep doesn't care about that. He doesn't give a shit about that. This guy wanted to criticize me because I pointed out that Destiny actually had CSAM material on his computer. And his counters to that are, well, but you don't care about this. I don't give a shit about this. Yeah, it's weird. But this is an adult that's doing something that I think the Bow the Whale is weird. I showed on my stream the other day when she was lusting after that, like, werewolf. That's fucking gross.
Okay, but there aren't vulnerable werewolves using the Twitch platform that could be exploited under the cover of a community that has normalized memes about the idea of child molestation or child sexuality. Sorry, werewolf sexuality. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not a risk. Werewolves are fictional, you fucking retard.
Can you tell Nicandros that Finland has had the Lakupayat for 15 years already and they aren't allowed to use the Fade Pig?
Thank you for the $5, Jimly. Thank you.
That's real gooner shit. But the reality is that this guy is a liar. And he says things to his audience. I don't know if they sound cool, but this guy was begging me to do a debate. Why don't you debate me, please? Why don't I debate you? Because you're bad faith. I don't do debates. I'm not a debate bro channel. That's what you people do because you have nothing else. You're not interesting or charismatic. You're not intelligent. You play this game because it's all you have. But for me, I don't give a shit. I'm a variety streamer. It's like asking why doesn't PewDiePie or...
No, he's not. He's not a variety streamer at all. A variety streamer is like, you know, like Tyler One, you know? Yeah, for a variety of Asmongold content. He streams a variety of different Asmongold content. He streams a variety of Trump speeches. I don't... I'm not really getting the variety streamer part, though.
Asmongold do debates. It's because, first of all, it's boring. For the most part, it's boring. Most people don't want to get in the minutia of stuff to that degree, where you're going to start nitpicking and arguing over every little tangential detail. Most people want a general sense of what's going on in the world, and that's what I provide, whether you agree with it or not. My content is designed to inform people about a whole wide variety of issues. Like, for example, I don't just talk about Hassan or, you know, people in that orbit.
Of course.
I also talk about things like Disney. For example, for those who are not aware, I do also talk about Asmongold and stuff, but I just did a video about this. That Disney is doubling the price of their subscription service from $80 a year to $160. Wow. That is absolutely fucking criminal. I also talked about the Mizkip lawsuit, and I think that thumbnail is absolutely fire. I wonder how many people I grossed out with that. That is hilarious. That is a scene taken from The Last of Us, and I just superimposed Tectone in Mizkip. But yeah, I've been talking about the lawsuit. I've been critical of Shondo. VTuber Shondo's massive fall from grace. A video about chess. Asmongold talking about Mizkip. Hassan. The Democratic National Socialists. A video critical of Bao. A video critical of Pokimane. Talking about JD Vance. XQC. Mizkip. Like, I do a whole variety. There's Bill Gates. My content is varied. I don't focus on one person because I don't have to. I can do a whole bunch of content and inform people about a whole bunch of stuff. And then Destiny. Destiny's response
Yeah, and the audience shows up for it all, right? Nope.
to the Emerald situation. Yeah, it was heinous. It was pretty bad. Ludwig. The No King's riots. I did a thing about Neon, about Dan Clancy, about Silvervale's Discord where I was banned, and the reason why I was banned was so hilarious that I had to do a video on it.
Right.
Because that was too funny.
It's just that ban reason was just so hilarious. He had to do a video on it, which way I did 4 videos on Asmongold's Discord too. Because it was just such a that one was just such a hilarious situation. Just had to do a video on it. Just had, not because he's seething about being kicked out of a Discord at all.
By a post that I made or something, but and then Amaru's situation. My point is, I do a wide variety of content. I talk about a lot of different issues, a lot of different things in the way that I want, how I want. But the truth is that these people, they live in these bubbles where they're always looking for somebody to make them feel important or to generate content off of. And you can tell that there's no real passion or interest. These people lie as easily as they breathe. They make shit the fuck up. This guy in his video says, oh, you don't prove that we're liars. No, I do. Not only do people know that you're liars, because I do show the fact that you guys are major hypocrites.
So how? What's the lie?
You guys will say one thing and
so what's the lie?
And do another. Like you guys focus
so what was
on
the
one
lie?
thing and do another. But at the end of the day, what I think gives you away is the fact that you are the type of content creators that I don't hate the most, but I do have up there in my top 5. Because you don't mean what you say. You're not honest. There's no integrity in what you say.
So he's just going back to saying, he just didn't show a lie at all. Just said, yeah, I did. And then moved on and went back to saying it's dishonest. Really awesome stuff here, man.
You don't actually think that Nux is a pedophile. You don't actually think that Tectone is a pedophile. You don't actually think that Tectone is a rapist. You don't. You don't think that I'm a lolicon. None of the things that you say about me, you believe. And you know how I know?
Okay. Those were all those claims had wildly different levels of truth to them, but sure, okay.
Because if you actually believed that I was some kind of gooner lolicon that was in the shadows stalking and preying on kids, you wouldn't be treating the videos like it's just some content. You'd be taking it more seriously, but you're not. The truth is, you don't believe any of what you say. You don't. You're full of shit. You are a grifter.
What, if you thought I was a lolicon, you'd be taking this more seriously? No. No, I would be making fun of you. No.
And do you know how I know? It's the quartering bit. I said in that video, you know, I'm going to patch this out because I knew that they were going to use the quartering bit because I'm nothing like the quartering. And these people make that up because, oh, well, I knew it was going to bother them, so I said it. If you are saying things because you think it's going to get under somebody's skin rather than it being true, that reveals a lot about you. I don't have to do that.
Oh my God.
All I have to do is show any part of you talking about my content, and immediately it becomes clear that you don't know my content, you don't know me, you don't know what's going on.
Kilo, are we getting a video soon? I'm getting real sick of some people. I can't lie. There are some people that I'm getting very frustrated with. I see someone like Kilo say things in Twitter replies, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Working on it for when? None of you guys are going to have your videos out by the end of the year. Morale says he's working on a Templar video now. 6 scrapped videos later. Have you guys ever thought about just putting your mind to it and finishing a project and just posting it? Just get it done and post it? Have you ever thought about this? Okay, mine's 3 hours long. Fuck's sake, man.
So I'm just going to make fun of you as long as it amuses me. My audience likes this stuff, But my audience doesn't go to your channel. At least I would never tell them to do so.
We will be watching. We will be watching.
People would never go to your channel, would never harass you in that way. But you are perfectly comfortable with that. In fact, you encourage
3-hour gem. 3-hour gem.
You know how I know?
Gemmy 3-hour video.
Because you showed up in my very chat. For somebody that is supposedly some random, you showed up in my chat and you wanted to ask me questions in the middle of my live stream. Like you're fucking owed my time and attention, and you just do that. And the fact is that the reason that you do that is because you are a brand of content creator that is so fucking retarded and putrid and pathetic. You don't understand class or manners. You don't believe any of the shit that you say.
You know, I'm you know, more than guilty of being mad while doing segments sometimes, just being like angry at the topic. But Templar, every video from this guy is like abject fucking misery, isn't it? It's just like he's just like spitting feathers at his computer, like either fucking spazzing out at the haters or spazzing out at women. It's just like every single fucking video is like, these people are so disgusting. These people, it's like bottom of the barrel. These it's like, it is every video.
You say it anyway because you want to feed your audience, which is exactly what Hassan does. You want to accuse me of being like Hassan. You people are like Hassan. You have the same sort of left-wing opinion. You have the same sort of radical left-wing ideology. You lie and make things up the way that Hassan does. And you also have an audience of rabid, mentally ill people with no conscience and no critical thinking skills at all. None. Zero. Anyone who watches my content, and I mean really watches my content, knows what I'm
That's
about.
a hit. That's a hit.
It's not difficult. People understand what I'm about when they watch my content. Your audience are a bunch of degenerate fat spurgs. You know how I know that? Because these people project. I've been around the block long enough to know. I was right. during the Vic Mignogna situation. I got to know
back in
what
Weeb
your
Wars
type of people are really like.
There
was a clip. I showed it a while back, but it was a clip of Nick Rekieta before his, fall off into madness. But it was him, and I don't remember the guy's name. Shane Holmberg, I think it was. Some like gross looking creep with glasses, bad faith, dishonest. The guy turned on his webcam and there was like a shoe on his cutting board. The guy lived in a shithole. Spent all
Sen's ears perking up in chat. Hear it. Rekieta, we was
this day online trying to trash talk people because it's all he had. The dude had a fucking shoe on his cutting board. My point in saying that is it was that moment that I realized the type of people that are online. And so I have no problem engaging in people who disagree with me. But this is not something...
Dude, that Baldo shit actually got so fucking tired, man. That shit got so old. So quick.
Who disagrees with me. This isn't somebody that knows me. This is somebody that basically treats everyone that they don't like in the same sort of uniform way. Every pejorative, every name call. But for me, what I do is customized. What I do is customized. You are a small channel. You are insignificant. You tried to call me a rando when I'm not looking to get content off of you. I mean, I'll make this video. I'll get a couple hundred views. Sure. I don't mind. I'll get some people to, super chat or whatever. They'll help support the channel. This may be interesting for them. But at the end of the day, this really doesn't affect me one way or another. You and your group of fucking freaks that, let's be honest. You may say that you don't like Destiny, but you are the type of people that probably originated in DGG.
Wow,
because
that's a
sort
tough
of
call.
like disgusting behavior. And what was that guy? JSTLK?
Guys, I only took researching the whole background and guessing Hassan first. Wow, great job, man. Great job. You're exactly like Destiny's community, actually. Also, isn't that JSTLK guy from Destiny Orbiter? Oh, nice one, man. So you looked all that up, didn't you? So you looked that up, didn't you, retard?
Destiny Orbiter. You know, that whole group of people, it reflects on you the type of audience you have, what you do, and how you yourself behave. So, yeah, if you want to watch the video, I definitely recommend that you go give it a little watch. But I mean, let's take a look at some of the comments here. Time to get the audience about who's the better content creator, the Quartering or Tactical Templar. You see? I told you. And if I click replies, every one of them is going to say the Quartering. Why? Because these people are fucking stupid.
Oh my god.
I told you. I said, yeah, that really bothers me. And these people, like clockwork, go, oh, well, he's totally like the Quartering. In fact, he's worse than the Quartering. Because they don't understand. These people are so fucking Dunning-Kruger, they don't understand. They don't get it. They don't understand why I don't like the Quartering. They don't understand why.
They don't care. They don't care why you don't like the Quartering. They just think it's funny to do something that'll make you spaz out.
No, I've explained it. The Quartering treats his audience like a fucking piggy bank. He lies to them all the time. He misrepresents
you lie to them
products.
too.
He sells outright scams to his audience. BetterHelp, Kamikodo. Hey guys, established titles. Hey, do you need tax information? Well, you know, my point is clear. My audience knows why I don't like the Quartering. In fact, there's a running joke on my channel about Templar brand tampons. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, buy my Templar brand tampons. Why? What do I fucking know about tampons? Nothing. Like, what does the Quartering know about coffee or selling a fucking book? What do a lot of these content creators know about the things that they sell? Nothing. But buy a box of this anyway for $59.99. It's a fucking joke. Although Internet Adjacent is so stupid and so genuinely devoid of any critical thinking, he'll probably go, can you believe this guy actually tried to sell... he tried to sell tampons for real, guys, because he's a fucking idiot. I genuinely believe that when dealing with these people, I am dealing with people that are 40 to 50 IQ points my inferior. People that are genuinely
so true, man. He's like so high IQ. This guy's like operating on
either that or this guy's a really good actor.
That's why he can't respond to a single point anyone makes ever.
Pretending to be dumb. But I don't think he's that good of an actor. I don't watch either, but maybe the Quartering. No clue on either of them. Well, from what I've seen, the Quartering... oh, hey, there you go. The Quartering has my vote. Who's the better content creator? Yeah, not you. Oh, yeah, didn't like that one, did you? Didn't like that comment, did you? Yeah.
Why, you didn't like this comment insulting you? No, yeah, obviously not. Yeah, obviously not. Why would you?
Well, somehow he's not as insufferable. Yeah, probably because he doesn't talk about religion, which makes you people recoil. Templar, hands down, the Quartering has no soul. Based! Absolutely based! Out of nowhere! A Templar defender! Amazing.
Just going through the comments. Surely there's someone defending me. Surely there's someone defending me. Okay, bro. Alright, man.
There you go. Oh, look, we got your boy. We got, you never learn, you drama farmer. No, he's not. Yeah, I'm gonna, no, you are offended. You're milking it. Stop cupping. Based is a furry. He is a furry. That's true. He didn't mention the allegation of him being a furry and changing his name. Somehow the Coring wins this and I despise him. Templar delivers worst defense ever. Asked to leave Bible study. No, I've never been asked to leave Bible study. In fact, we're gonna read. We have to read Genesis chapter 5. We're starting at the beginning. Why does his face sound like a laugh track? Yeah, I can laugh on the man, sure, when I'm trying to make a point. But I did think it was fucking funny too. At the same
that's
time,
fake laughing, retard.
you know, you're making fun of my laugh. Oh man, let's see. Anyone that says they're 15, but it's a fantasy, who the fuck cares? Need to be the platform of the computer check. Can't wait for the next video. Tactical Templar still can't stop lying. Yeah, because that's all these guys do. They make these dishonest titles. Everything about this guy is dishonest. Recently decided to respond to my video and to surprise nobody. You were begging me. You were begging me to debate you, to do something with me. Have me on your channel. Have you be on my channel, please, please. You can hear the type 2 diabetes in his voice.
Yep. I'm okay.
That's funny. Yeah.
Great stuff,
these people
man.
are so bad faith. They're
Great
so
stuff.
dishonest, and they're creeps, and they're weird. And by the way, Vosh was somebody that said that you were a pedophile if you watched anime, and then he's got like a lolly horse porn. So these people are projectionists. They are projectionists, and yeah, bad faith, dishonest. Yeah, I was
Great
thinking
stuff,
about
man.
doing a straight reaction to this guy's video, but you know what? After watching it, it's just not worth it. It really, and I mean that sincerely, it's not worth it. Doing the whole back and forth thing. What I guess
Maybe try
will,
responding to like a single point. Maybe show like one lie. Show like one lie in either of the videos.
Conclusion is that people like this exist on the internet, and their main motivation is to just steal your time and energy. And I'll do videos like this every now and again, but to be honest, these people aren't worth my time.
Wow.
As small as they may think my channel is growing. We are almost at 27,000 subscribers. No one.
His channel's completely washed, by the way. He's like way past his peak.
None of these guys have a channel that size. And I built this up brick by brick. It took me a long time, but I didn't have any insider access. I didn't have to debase myself the way that these guys do to make the most salacious garbage content. No. I give my unique opinion on topics. I don't consult or ask anyone's opinion or, what time are you doing this so we can collab? No, I just do my own thing. And if I like somebody, I like somebody. But I've seen Nuxtaku's apology video about Taiga and the other situations, and he's presented that he didn't have anything to do with Shadman. I think these people are lying. I think they're making it the fuck up. I think they make it the fuck up about a lot of people to feel better about their empty, worthless, meaningless lives. I think that that's evidently clear. That these people don't create, they can only destroy. And honestly, that's sad. This guy called me a Christian LARPer. This guy doesn't know what a Christian is. This guy is an internet basement-dwelling, red-tier atheist. Are you really going to let these freaks try to determine what the faith is? No, of course not. These people don't understand what real Christian values are. What, because you went to a non-denominational church, you think you understand Christ? These people, I bet you if you asked any of these people, without looking it up, what was Jesus's prescription for marriage? What was Jesus himself? What did he say about marriage?
Great stuff, man, really.
These people wouldn't know without looking it up. This was a pacifist. What was gonna
Okay, and then he plays a
pedophile
Jesus edit.
stuff.
Cool stuff. Cool, man. Really awesome. Well, that's the end of that. I'm good on that now. So what's he doing today? He's watching fucking gay wrestling shit.
She could have killed some. Enjoy your trip.
How do you open the stream today? Let's see.
But the fact is that Trump can't do anything about this. That's right. The 40-day government shutdown by the Democrats may be coming to an end. I hope you all had a blessed day. I hope that you all had a wonderful day. Lots and lots of
I don't really care about this.
stuff to go over.
I think that's it. Apparently the debate sucks, so I don't have to